The Asus Transformer Prime, probably one of the most hotly anticipated products of 2011/early 2012. It promised 5 times faster graphics, 3 times faster web browsing than the original Transformer or Tegra 2 processor. Long before the Transformer Prime came into existence, all we knew was the processor, named Project Kal-El by Nvidia. There were about 1 million demos of a game called Shadowgun, which promised near-console quality graphics. This was unheard of at the time. The processor was rumoured to be a 4-core processor that would arrive in tablets by mid-August. Rumours began to circulate in early 2011 that Asus was working closely with Nvidia to release a new tablet using this new quad-core processor. Not much was known about this new processor, other than it was going to be extremely fast and I wanted it. It was to blow all the other competition out of the water at the time, yes, including the iPad 2. It was also rumoured that this new tablet could be 3D. Needless to say, I waited and waited for this new tablet, but nothing ever eventuated. New benchmark scores appeared later on in the year, showing that it eclipsed the Core 2 Duo processor in PCs. This Tegra 3 processor was something to be reckoned with, but there was problems behind the scenes. There were numerous delays since the first announcement of the chip. Investors were becoming impatient and Nvidia had to do something fast, so they moved the 28mm process back to a 40mm process. Adding to the midst of confusion, Windows 8 was announced to be compatible with ARM processors. Tegra 3 was the first of these. Rumours then began to circulate that Asus was working on 2 versions of the new Transformer. One would be running Android's unannounced system, and the other would be running Windows 8. It was almost reaching towards the end of 2011, and nothing had actually eventuated. It was almost seeming that this new tablet was going to be vaporware. And then, the trailer. A video was posted by Asus on YouTube, showing the first glimpse of the Asus Transformer Prime. It showed the spun metallic back, which proved to be one of its biggest design flaws. The video also showed many other features that were rumoured but never confirmed. Apart from this video, the Asus Transformer Prime was fatally marketed. No ads to be seen on TV, no one knew about the product, no release date ever confirmed, nothing. The reason for no release date was because Asus themselves didn't really know when it was actually going to be released. This was one of the worst product releases by any company ever. It leads one to believe that Asus wasn't confident about their product. Why wouldn't they be confident about their product? Because it was rushed and it wasn't entirely finished. Rumours began to surface that Wi-Fi issues were holding back the Prime's release. This was not good. The release was shrouded in mystery. Asus kept denying the Wi-Fi issues while rumours kept persisting. Asus just couldn't catch a break. The device was eventually released with Honeycomb, which was a bad decision because earlier reviewers gave it a lower score just because of the software. Hasbro attempted to sue because of the potential copyright infringement of the Transformer trademark. Overshadowing all of this was the supply issue. The Transformer Prime was in very short supply. Pre-orders had to be cancelled and people just couldn't get their hands on the device. But when people actually got their hands on the device, things just got even worse. XDA absolutely exploded with people having issues ranging from weak Wi-Fi, keyboards not working, Bluetooth and Wi-Fi interference, backlight bleeding, dead pixels, and to top it all off, the GPS was almost non-existent in most devices. There was talk of lawsuits against Asus, spamming, just anything to get the Primes fixed. People wanted refunds. It was absolutely disastrous. Never in my life have I seen a launch become mangled so badly. To top it all off, Asus decided to remove the GPS from the official spec sheet. This sparked an outrage across XDA. A flame war also started between people with working and non-working devices. After an investigation by XDA volunteers, it was discovered that the Prime's primary Wi-Fi module was not even connected. This was a major design flaw that managed to skip through all the levels of Asus's quality control. Things are looking very bleak at this point, and Asus needed to do something. The forum was littered with negative reviews of the Prime. Some people that got their Primes off to get repaired came back with horror stories. So despite all of this, Asus just went ahead and just decided to make a new model and fix everything. Of course, the people over at XDA just exploded. But a saviour came in the form of Greg. Greg was an Asus employee that actually came over to XDA and personally tried to help everyone's problems. This was a good start. This was the turning point for Asus. So that leaves us where we are now. 2 new models of the Transformer have been announced, the TF300 and the TF700. Despite all of this, I have a Transformer Prime and I have to say it is one of the best devices I have ever had. Watch the review to find out why. Don't forget to rate, comment and subscribe. Thanks guys.